Ag Days 2026 is a wrap. It's in the books. Hats off to the organizing committee, the volunteers that helped put on such a great show. We had a blast as a company. It was such a joy to attend, participate. The whole process rolls off without a hitch. They had a fantastic lineup of speakers, lots of great topics covered, for covering a little bit of everything. The exhibitors, everything, it was just top notch. We absolutely loved it, and we can't wait for next year to see what comes out. It's going to be the 50th anniversary of Ag Days. So 5 key takeaways from the show from us, or for myself. I think I came up with 6 points. They're all kind of interconnected, but number one is a lot of the discussion with farmers, with growers, with other companies centered around the profitability. Commodity prices are low in relations to crop input prices, machinery prices. We're in a bit of a tough situation here. Sounds like we'll be in it for 1 or 2 seasons at least, barring a major production scare or issue, drought, flood, whatever, somewhere in the world to affect production and supply. We grew a pretty big crop this year that we have to chew through in Canada, where we export most of it. But it's the same other places in the world. So profitability, first and foremost, is the top of the equation for producers. What are we going to grow? How are we going to grow it? So around that, it's not just how do we grow more yield necessarily, but what can we do to better manage our expenses? What can we do to be more efficient, more sustainable? So how do we address field variability? Things like precision ag, zone management, front and foremost on discussions, even amongst companies like ours that do agronomy. It's how do we help the farmers be more efficiently? How can we help them better use their data? Things like agronomy benchmarking, things like I mentioned variable rate, addressing field variability that way. There's a ton of new sensors available. The Internet of Things has really helped push that. Everything from drone mapping to soil moisture sensors, field cameras, LiDAR, etc., etc., etc. So these are all things that are going to be capturing better data, but we also need to be able to help farmers make better use of that data. And I sat in on a presentation talking about the interoperability between different brands. So a lot of the major equipment manufacturers all have their own data systems and cloud systems to capture that data, the machine data that's coming off the fields. But there's not very good way of meshing different manufacturers' data together. They call these, I heard a new term, rainbow farms. Farms that are running different colors of equipment. Often it's very hard to make that stuff talk to each other, especially when it comes to a point now we're starting to talk a lot about automation, not having someone in the cab. Well, it's not just the tractor that needs to be autonomous, the implement needs to be autonomous as well. It needs to tell the tractor when it's having problems, what's going on, etc., etc. So you need a smart cultivator as much as you need a smart tractor. So these are all things that I'm glad to see that are being worked on, so that we can get better quality data that we can use in conjunction with good agronomy, good scouting, boots in the field and seeing what's going on. But it's all stuff to help us make more efficient, give us more data layers that we can in turn make better decisions. So thanks for watching. Again, hats off to the volunteers and the organizing committee for making Brandon Ag Days such a success. It truly is a gem for the province. It's world class, and we look forward to helping out and participating next year. Till then.